Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel here. We're doing more Angelina Jordan, the absolute star that I've fallen in love with on the channel. And one of my patrons, Alan, has suggested I tackle the song Valerie, which she performs for Heidi Klum. So Heidi Klum, I know, is a model. I think she's been like on America's Got Talent as a judge. She's very illustrious. She also has a huge influence in Germany, I believe. So I guess this was performed for her during Fashion Week or something like that. Or maybe it was Germany's Next Top Model. I think that was the detail. Anyways, Alan linked this video, so this is the one I'm going to do. But it looks like it is shot on a phone of some sort. But either way, I can't wait. It looks like she's also done this song before when she was 12. So I'm very interested, maybe after this, at some point, to go revisit that and see how that one compares. All I really know about Valerie from Amy Winehouse is that it was a song written, I just looked into this, I wanted a little context. I guess she wrote it for a makeup artist she was dating at the time, named Valerie. So we'll see how Angelina puts her spin on it, as she always usually does. So we'll get right into it. Thank you again, Alan, for supporting me on Patreon. Really appreciate it. Make sure to go subscribe to Angelina Jordan first. I have a link in the description. Well, after you finish the video here. And if you're not subscribed to me, I would really appreciate that. It does help me quite a bit. I do have some ways here in the description to further support me and or request songs. So let's get into it.
Von America's Got Talent. Ich freue mich super, dass sie hier ist. Sie ist nur 17 Jahre alt. Hier ist sie, Angelina Jordan. Thank you for being here today.
You have a very special place in my heart, Heidi. I love you so much.
I love you. I'm excited for all of Germany to finally meet you too.
Before we hop into it, it's so crazy how much she's changed. And I just mean that like in a natural way. Like she is basically a woman now. And when I first discovered her and I was watching, most of her videos were when she was like 7, 8, 9, 10. So here we are. It's really incredible. And I did cover an Elvis song where she's a little older as well, pretty much up to date. But the two have such a distinct difference because of the growth that's happened in between. But I haven't seen a change in talent. And I mean that in a very positive way. I mean that she's just innately talented, and if anything, she's just enhanced it in certain areas. But she's had it since she was like 6 or 7, you know. So enough of my rambling. I really can't wait to see this.
Heidi, I love you so much.
I love you. I'm excited for all of Germany to finally meet you too. Bühne frei for Angelina Jordan.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think about all the things of what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. Since I come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger and the way you like to dress. I want you come over, stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come over, Valerie? Yeah.
Alright, I'm going back.
Why don't you come over, Valerie?
The way she stretches that note out is just so perfect. I know people don't like comparisons, but she's obviously covering Amy Winehouse here, so I think that there needs to be a little comparison. It's so incredible how she can sort of mimic people. I did Suspicious Minds. She looked just like Presley, right? Priscilla? Not Priscilla. Oh, I'm messing that up. I'll go back and fix that later. But she just has a way of sort of like a tribute to that person, right? But also she makes it her own. So with Suspicious Minds, I really felt like she was paying homage to the Presley family. Obviously that was not the original, it was a sped up version, I get that. But when Elvis covered it, she did intend to do the Elvis cover, right? And she just did such a great job with it, and I'm so amazed that she was able to channel this Amy Winehouse feel, because she's obviously so versatile. She has the ability to go like anywhere with her voice, right? but here she is channeling that sort of like that really soul, the grit, the rasp, all of that. I really love her ability to just sort of like go chameleon mode for a bit and then have these like intricacies that are her own. It's amazing.
Oh, why don't you come over, Valerie? Valerie, Valerie, Valerie. Did you have to go to jail? Put your house up on for sale? Did you get a good lie? Catch a tan. I hope you find the one man who'll fix it for ya. The one.
I hear that.
I hope you didn't catch a tan. I hope you find the one man who'll fix it for ya. Are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? Did you have to pay that fine? That you were dodging all the time? Are you still dizzy? Since I've come home, where my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. I want you come over, stop making a fool out of me. Oh, why don't you come over, Valerie? Oh, why don't you come over?
I don't know why that part of the song where she just stretches out the consonants there at the last, just Valerie. It is, it's mind-boggling. I don't understand how she does it every single time. I really don't. And you can see sort of the audience in Germany here is just probably shell-shocked. Heidi Klum is just kind of like dancing there a little bit. But what do you do when you're in the presence of someone like Angelina who's just going off, right? She's going off. Every time I see her, I'm convinced that we're in the presence of someone that's going to be in our lives for decades. Decades and decades and decades. And you can't say that about a lot of artists, right? They have their moment to shine, but she's been doing this since such a young age and just like perfecting and honing her craft. It's such a pleasure to watch.
Oh, why don't you come over, Valerie? Valerie, Valerie, Valerie. And sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water. Of all the things of what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. I want you come over, stop making a fool out of me. Oh, why don't you come over, Valerie?
This little smirk, it's so telling. It's so, she's so knowing that she's crushing this. Look at this.
Like, it's so good.
Okay, so
Like,
the song is obviously about reflecting on a relationship, someone that maybe is across the pond in this case, someone that is not present in your life, but you still have such a pull towards, and you're reflective. You know, maybe you're waking up or going to bed and you're thinking about this person that's not there, but you're wondering what they're up to, maybe across the world, right? What they're getting into, maybe what relationship they're part of, what their endeavors are at that point. And what Angelina does is she has this Angelina effect where you're just watching her and you lose track of time, and she really transports you into the realm that the original artist created, right? And I really loved watching Angelina's original work too, because it really let me into kind of who she is, where she wants to go with her lyrics. I think my next reaction to Angelina needs to be another original piece. But in terms of her covers, it's absolutely masterclass, right? She has the intonation of the original artist, but then she again has her own elements of surprise, her own takes on it. As we've seen in the past, she changes the composition of different tunes to really like work with her sort of her ability to just like go in and improvise essentially on the spot. And I love that. I love the fact that the melody behind the singer never outshines her actual voice. And I see artists falling into that mistake sometimes, right? And it's a pit, right? You really rely on your band or backup singers or effects or whatever to really provide this sort of like all-encompassing thing, but it sort of detracts away from the singer, the main star. And in Angelina's case, she is the star. So awesome, awesome, awesome to see her here in Germany just wowing a crowd, right? And a small, intimate crowd at that. So Heidi Klum here is probably just in shock, although I'm assuming she knows she knows who Angelina is, duh. Who am I kidding? But I am so blessed to have her in my life here on this channel. She's obviously someone that's going to be staying relevant on this channel because I just like the way she carries herself and the way she sings. So Alan, thank you again. Really appreciate the support on Patreon. I want to again remind you to go subscribe and watch Angelina's videos. She deserves the views. But if you're here and you like what I'm putting out, I would appreciate a like and a comment and a subscribe. I do try to get back to everyone in the comments. They really mean a lot to me. And feel free to suggest where I should go next with Angelina here. Okay, I'll see you.